Ladies and gentlemen, Six Fig Stock Trader here on YouTube, folks. Today we are going to be talking Nervous Networks, CKB, and we'll be opening up price action with surgical precision. But before we do that, check me out on Twitter at Real6Fig. This is where I'm dropping news, charts, upcoming live streams, videos, things I find interesting like yokai swaps, IDO on November 30th. Don't miss out on that. And time-sensitive information like this tweet from Nervous Network. So, I will be joining the greats of Nervous Network as a guest on episode 26 of their Hashing It Out session tomorrow, November 25th. This happens to be on Thanksgiving here in the United States, and I couldn't be happier to spend my holiday with all of you and them as well. So, getting back to the charts, let's really rip into this. Let's just start off on a daily. We'll just kind of recap this. 2 weeks ago, when we had this glorious rise, I was kind of saying, you know what, folks, we're trading way too far away from the cloud, not because I want it to be, but because the cloud is telling me that we're trading too far away. So we knew that there could be a chance of a sideways consolidation or some sort of bull flag. And when we kind of outline this, it kind of looks like a flag, doesn't it? Off this nice big bull flag pull. So I do think that rather soon, possibly within the next 4 to 8 hours, I do think that we will see price action really take a jump because we can see that these candles are condensing at a super, super high level. The squeeze is on like none other, and this is always prone to produce violent price action in either way. Off a flagpole like this and a pennant and this type of formation, really, this could go either way. But I'm hoping that Bitcoin in the market, we'll cover Bitcoin and get into that in just a second, but I'm hoping that we can kind of get some sort of turnaround so that we can advance back up to this 3.5 cent level. Because after all, if we go and look at a 12-hour chart, we can see this glorious inverse head and shoulders. We could even make the argument for the cup and handle. It's our turn to eat, and that's what I think needs to happen. So on a 12-hour chart, we're currently trading underneath the cloud. We got a spinning bullish top, which is great to see. So like I said, within the next 6 to 8 hours, I do think that price action may try to pop up through this cloud. We've got the conversion line really trailing underneath the baseline. On the 12-hour, we've got a bounce off the 50. I'm hoping that we see this conversion line break out to the upside, and we will see some violent price escalation, kind of like what we saw right in here. This is exactly what I want to see. Baseline, conversion line, a little bit of an arc to the upside on the conversion line. Rest is history, folks. So I do think that at this point in time, we may be in fact seeing some sort of, you guessed it, inverse head and shoulders on the 12-hour chart that could possibly be forming. Otherwise, I do think that we will suffer a corrective wave, possibly down or around to the 2 cent level. Just depends on Bitcoin, right? And that is our best friend and enemy at the same time. So this is going to be kind of a shorter video because there really isn't much going on, and that is just kind of my estimate on when I think price action is going to break out. Let's just throw up a little time sequence for the heck of it. And I do like this time sequence. They're saying November 27th, somewhere around 10 a.m. That doesn't seem right, and that just doesn't correlate with this squeeze. So it may be kind of hard to come up with some sort of time sequence, maybe based off this. We'll just see. We can tell that the squeeze is on. We don't need time sequence in this case. But like I was saying, I think sometime within the next 6 to 8, 10 hours, we're going to see some movements being made. Off to Bitcoin, because we really do need to consider what Bitcoin is doing. I do have some theories on market movements and things like that it's all just kind of natural and everything just kind of flows together in ups and downs. And people just assume Bitcoin is the mover because of its market cap size. But I think that it would be foolish to underestimate Bitcoin at all times. So what we kind of have happening here with Bitcoin is a little bit of a floor right at about this $55,000, $56,000 level. Somebody could argue, someone could argue this, that there is some sort of either descending triangle or B, some sort of symmetrical triangle squeeze. I think you could make the argument for both. And when we're seeing a nasty bear leg like this happen, it would make sense to me that the previous trend would continue. However, we have triple bottomed this trend line at about $55,000, $56,000. So if we cannot hold it and break through, I think we will see that those lower price tags take hold. So let's just look at a 12-hour chart. And this could be a very unique opportunity. Let's just say that we hold this $56,000 level. Well, when we talk about Ichimoku Cloud and the fact that we want price action to really be on top of it, this is going to be an alleyway for Bitcoin to redeem itself. And it would be nice to see price action rip up to at least $63,000 in the next few days, which is absolutely nothing. I mean, my guess is that if Bitcoin rebounds, we will see it try to sneak through this little cloud here. If it doesn't, we will see it come down and test this trend line here and the 200 at the same time on the 12-hour chart. So folks, this is very important to pay attention to Bitcoin and your portfolios, because if this trend line here fails, man, we're in for some hurting. That's all I got for you guys today on this video. A big shout out to Nervous Network once again for having me on. I'm very honored. And folks, check me out. Let's show up in strength to this thing. Not just because I'm on it, but every week. I never miss an episode of this. It's just some of the funnest discussion I've ever heard. And I'm always just a listener. Every once in a while I'll ask a question if I have it. But the things they talk about is just awesome. And I can tell you that they have a great lineup for tomorrow. So with that said, big shout out to all the Patreons. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon, it's $3 a month. Get your name, YouTube channel name, or business name up on this banner. I hope you guys all have wonderful holiday season, safe travels to wherever you're going, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on Hashing It Out.